In order to talk about Quinn Hughes and how he will affect the Vancouver Canucks power play, we first need to talk about our power play. We all know the Vancouver Canucks power play was bad, and they've been really bad over the past few games. Check out this Reddit post here on our Canucks. Power play troubles. Our power play has been the worst in the league in the past 10 games, at 2 out of 28 for 7%. That's with 50 minutes and 14 seconds of power play time in 10 games, and we've managed to score twice. It's embarrassing to watch the slowly skate up with the puck from our end, try 4 drop passes, and then get to... Okay, you guys get the point. He's recapping what it is watching our power play, and it's pretty accurate. Taking a look at what the other posts here, there was this meme on our Canucks posted talking about the Canucks power play strategy, how we always drop the puck back, and the comments were talking about it. I don't mind the drop pass, everyone does it, I get why they do it to generate some more room and speed through the neutral zone. But once we get in, everyone just stands in their spots. It's a static 1-3-1. And I think anybody watching the games kind of knows that that's kind of true. And everybody has one person to blame for our power play and its positioning. That's Noel Brown. He's the guy who ran our power play from the early 2010s up until like the Tortorella year. I think it was right before that he stopped. But our power play is in the same structure that it was back when we had the Sedins, Christian Ehrhoff, Michael Samuelsson, a prime Kessler, and Sammy Salo on our power play. I think it's quite obvious to see that the skill that we have now is not sufficient to that extent. And because of that, watching these guys on the power play, they just don't do anything. They just stand there. They don't try to move with the puck. It's always passing it around the perimeter, finding it over to Troy Stecher at the point. And he always takes a clear shot with no screen, and the goalie sees it all the way. I know Stecher has only been on the power play for a few games now, and he started out really well there. He was really confident, he moved the puck well to the guys to his left and to his right. But every time he shot the puck, it was always a clear lane. Nobody can get in front. The guys are always in the same spots. Boeser and Petey are on the far hash marks. Stecher is at the point. Horvat is like usually at the side of the net, and somebody is behind the net in that corner position. We don't have movement, which is why we talk about Quinn Hughes. And don't worry, I talked about Quinn Hughes before in terms of his turnovers and his defensive pressure, and how him in the defensive zone is not necessarily the best, but he provides a completely different offensive presence than any defender we have on the team. And, to be frank, any defender that we've probably had in a few years. Having Quinn Hughes as a dynamic quarterback power play defenseman will initiate that movement. We've seen it in Michigan. We've seen it for Team USA. Quinn Hughes is not afraid to scan the zone, scan the blue line, skate around with the puck, do a few twirls and spinoramas to get by guys, finding his own players in open passing lanes. In the same way that Pettersson does, honestly. Obviously, though, it's a little bit of a different situation. Pettersson, he's a center. He's got that freedom to move around wherever he wants. Quinn Hughes has to have that stability because he is a defender. He has to be able to be in a position where he could easily backcheck if the need presents itself. And Quinn Hughes is going to be that guy who will allow guys like Boeser and Petey and Horvat to all move around the zone freely. And once that happens, there's going to be more opportunities to do things, more chances, and more passing lanes. Now, I will take into consideration, if the only reason guys like Stecher and Boeser, the reason they don't skate around in the zone more, if that is because of Noel Brown and the way he sets up this 1-3-1 power play that is not working, by the way, then I think he's got to go. Seriously. It's not working. We've seen it in the past few games that it's not working. And against a stubborn Anaheim team who's arguably worst in the league with a new goaltender, we couldn't get anything done. Granted, Pettersson hit the post, but whatever, the results are still the same. This power play has no movement. Quinn Hughes will give that movement, probably as early as the end of this season. And if Quinn Hughes comes over here and he does the same thing that Stecher does, then my goodness, Newell Brown, you gotta go. Because I'm not gonna say that Stecher has the same offensive capabilities as Quinn Hughes. But if Stecher is holding himself back because of the system that we're trying to implement, then that's wrong. It shouldn't be like that, because it's not working. Plain and simple. Hope you guys enjoyed. This video is your plus /9 gaming, and bye.